Good morning, Epicure fans. I'm Erin. I'm an Epicure consultant. I've had several people ask me about pancakes in the omelet maker. If you have been a customer of Epicure as long as I have, you have one of these. Unfortunately, they're no longer available, so I am going to demo that because it's been asked, but I also want to demo it in the rectangular steamer because we still have this and it's basically the same thing. So you can use any pancake mix for this. I do typically use the Epicure pancake, it's like pancake waffle bagel mix. It's gluten-free, so those of you who need that have it. But you take half a cup of the pancake mix and a third a cup of water. We're just gonna mix it up. That's literally the only ingredients you have to have. And then from here, it's just adding in your what you like, your flavor, right? So we could add in some summerberry, we could add in some cocoa crunch, we could add in cinnamon, apple pie seasoning. If it's seasonally appropriate, we could add in some pumpkin pie spice. Obviously, I'm in a tank top right now, so it is not seasonally appropriate. But I bet it would be delicious. So I'm just using my little mini whisk to mix this up. So this does make just one serving at a time. So it's actually really good for kids. Like, kids can do this. They can, and if you don't measure exactly right, like if you get a little bit too much water or whatever, it's really not that big a deal. So this is definitely a kid-friendly recipe, and there's gonna be no flame and no heat. It takes 2.5 minutes, it's super easy. And the kids can make it their own, right? So they can add sprinkles, they can add chocolate chips. Even though that's maybe not the healthiest breakfast, it'll make it fun. And if it gets them eating good food, then okay, right? You can, if you want, brush this with a little bit of oil, but in all the demos I've seen, we've never done that. So I'm just gonna pour it right in. I like to have some pecans in my pancake mix, so that's what I have today. I chopped up some pecans before the video here. So I just have some chopped pecans. So I'm gonna put that in there with some cinnamon and maybe some blueberries actually. But like I said, you could do chocolate chip, apple pie. Our cocoa crunch is a delicious topper. That would be super kid friendly too because it actually has little chunks of chocolate chips in it. But I'm just going with nuts and cinnamon today. Plus that's what my hubby likes. So if you want, you can actually mix the cinnamon into the pancake mix. You don't have to pour it on top like that. It actually would probably taste a little better if it's all mixed in. But because this is so kid friendly, you can be really haphazard like that. Okay, so 2.5 minutes in the microwave. And while that is doing its thing, I'm actually gonna make my second batch. We're gonna do it in the rectangular steamer. Same thing, half a cup of batter, third a cup of water. If it's too thick, add a little more water. If it's too thin, add a little more mix. This one I think I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna put the apple pie seasoning in there because that sounds really good. Why not? That'll actually probably give it a little bit more of a holiday feel too. And then I have some blueberries that I'm gonna put in mine. One is for my husband and one is for me. It's just an easy breakfast. You can actually do French toast in the omelet maker too. And I have that video already made on my YouTube channel. So feel free to check it out. I think my YouTube handle is just Epicure Erin. Actually, if you found this video, you probably know that. What else can I tell you? I don't know. So we're gonna put this in the rectangular steamer. I guess I could talk about parties. If you guys, Epicure is a direct sales company, right? So you want to get a bunch of stuff for free? Let's have a party. Or right now we have this amazing ambassador program where if you just want to buy at a discount, you can become an ambassador. You can share with your family and friends. Did I say give yourself a discount? Oh, and for being an ambassador, you can actually also pre-order all of the new products every time they come out every quarter, and you can purchase all the host specials. So you can get every host special without actually having to host a party. It's kind of a good deal. I'll go grab my blueberries. We got 15 seconds left on our first pancake. There's a stem on that one. And again, you can mix these in. I'm not gonna. There actually is a way to do pancakes too in the oven in our little petites. So if you want to make like little pancake bites, you can do that too. Super kid friendly also. So let's pull out our omelet maker and see what our pancake looks like. It's steamy. Whoa. Can you guys see how fluffy that is? I always try to open away from my face so that that steam doesn't get me, but every once in a while I'm not smart enough and it gets me. Let me get a spatula here. We'll get this bad boy out. And I'll hand it to my husband. Whoop, pancake. So that he can get started on breakfast. Can you guys see how thick and like fluffy that got? I don't know if you saw when I was pulling it out. Pancake. So 2.5 minutes, your kid can do this, make breakfast for himself or herself. Let's try it in the rectangular steamer now, just because I want you guys to be able to see both in case you don't have an omelet maker. So 2 minutes, 30 seconds. And now I don't have anything to talk about. I might have to put some butter and syrup on that pancake because it looks really good. But yeah, so, and your kids can add whatever they want. You can actually add extra protein too. So like my husband marathon runs, so one thing that he likes is a protein pancake. So had I planned ahead, I could have added actually some of our Power Up protein blend in there. This is a limited time one. It's the salted caramel flavor. That would have been delicious and amazing, and it would have bulked up his pancake with a little bit more protein. This for 1 scoop, which in one pancake, 1 scoop is probably too much, but 1 scoop has 20 grams of protein. It is a pea protein. Does have a little bit of sugar, a little bit of cocoa powder, a little bit of salt. We always use pure stuff, so the sugar in there is coconut sugar. A lot of times we use cane sugar, because we're never going to have artificial anything. There's no artificial flavors, no artificial sweeteners, no artificial colors, no nothing. Our food is very clean. It's all certified gluten-free from the factory, so it's safe for people even with celiac disease. I would say that those people would know whatever they're adding into the recipes, they would have to make sure it's safe also. But our products are safe. They are also nut-free. In the factory, the only thing that we have in the factory are coconut-derived ingredients. Like this one has the coconut sugar, but there are no tree nuts or peanuts. The factory is completely free of those as well. The other thing that this has in it is it has some probiotics. It contains a billion live Latin word cultures, which helps aid in digestion, and it's got some potassium too, which helps build your body's protein up. And it's vegan because it is a pea-based protein. It's not whey, and it's an alternative to soy protein. So we have 12 seconds left on this pancake. Maybe I'll get myself a plate out, because this one's gonna be mine. We'll see what she looks like. I might need to do this a little bit longer just because the silicone is more bulky, but we'll see. Away from the face. It does, okay, so it's pretty fluffy, but I do think I'm gonna do it for a couple more seconds just because my blueberries got a little soggy in there, and I think that added extra moisture. So I'm gonna do 30 more seconds. I had a feeling that might be the case because there's a lot more like bulk to that container than this container. I want to show you guys too, there's a little bit of pancake mix on the top, but in the bottom, nothing sticks to the silicone, so it's pretty fabulous. I will say though, if you're gonna use like one of our round cake pans or something to make actual cake or brownies, a lot of times you do want to take a basting brush and just brush a little oil on the silicone. Never ever spray oil. The spray oil, there is something in the propellant that can damage the silicone, so you don't want to use spray oils, not the aerosol kind. Now, if you have just regular olive oil and you put it into a pump and there's no aerosols, it's just pure olive oil, that's totally fine. It's just the aerosols that are that can be damaging. Oh yeah. I might need to do another. How hot? I can't tell, honestly. I think because the blueberries added so much extra moisture. Ow! That's hot. I'm gonna do 30 more seconds. No, I think it's good. I don't want to overcook it. Oh, it's good. This is definitely harder to get out than the other one, but you can see the inside. It's cooked. It's good. We're good. I usually use the omelet maker, so I'm not used to using the rectangular one. Again, nothing sticking to the container. And I've got my pancake all fluffy. And the blueberries on top of my pancake. That is it. So I'm gonna put some syrup on mine too. Actually, I might do honey. Actually, that sounds really good on mine. I think I'm gonna do honey because that'll go good with the blueberries. But thank you for watching. Have a good day.